Towns from Buffalo to the South Towns. On the phone now, we have Chief Pat Fitzgerald from the Orchard Park Police Department. Chief, thanks so much for taking a little bit of time to join us via Zoom this morning. Again, thanks for your time. If you could give us an update, a status update of what Orchard Park is like now, walk us through the next few hours and what will your team be doing?
Well, we're in the midst of it here. We have a lot of personnel that have been working for many hours now to try and dig out. We currently are in a state of emergency. We have kept our driving ban in place. That driving ban will remain in place until we can get all of the stranded vehicles off the roads and get the plows through and get all the roads opened up. Our plows are struggling due to the just immense amount of snow that's out there. Our plows are working alongside private contractors that have been brought in through the EOC to help out with high lifts. So they're teamed up and they're moving a ton of snow, but it's very, very slow going. We're just asking the community, please stay off the roads. Unless you're essential personnel, stay home, stay safe. We are continuing to rescue people from vehicles. It is a painstaking process.
Yeah, and Chief, again, this is Chief Pat Fitzgerald with the Orchard Park Police Department. Chief, a lot of folks are wondering what constitutes essential personnel and who can and should be out there and who should stay home, if you could go over that.
So, we are allowing private plow contractors to operate on the roads, to open up parking lots and businesses. If you're essential to the operations of the business, and that business needs to operate during this state of emergency, then you're okay to be out there. But know that by going out there, you are taking a risk. We have a lot of roads that are impassable due to jackknife tractor trailers, vehicle pileups, and just road conditions. We have roads that still have over 4 feet of snow, if not more, on them. You're not going to get down there and you're just going to add to the problem. We at one point had almost 100 calls for service that were pending, and we were inundated. So we are doing the best that we can. We currently have our call center that's opened in order to alleviate our 911 dispatch center from just the sheer volume of phone calls that they're receiving. We do have a emergency warming shelter that's open at the Orchard Park Middle School in cooperation with the school district. And once again, this is a team effort. It's a lot of people coming together in order to help. But our school district has partnered with us, and we have that warming shelter open at the middle school. Currently, over 60 individuals in there. We are doing our best to get them to their vehicles as those vehicles get dug out and towed, and also to area hotels. But it is a significant process that we're undergoing right now.
Yeah, Chief, you have your hands full. There is a lot going on and very serious safety issues happening there in Orchard Park, but also you have millions of people wondering what's going to happen with the Bills game. And we have to ask, have the Buffalo Bills been in touch with you about getting players to and from Orchard Park in order to get to the airport so that they can get to Detroit?
Without going into too many details, we will be assisting the Buffalo Bills along with other law enforcement partners to do everything possible to get to the game this weekend. So we will be assisting them with that.
Yeah, the Bills Mafia certainly happy to hear that. Chief, talk about the process when you find these stranded vehicles that are blocking major, access points. Walk me through the process. How does that work? How long does it take? And how many stranded vehicles do you anticipate?
We started this process yesterday, just the absolutely hundreds of cars and trucks that were immobilized on the roads, many of which in a formation that didn't allow any other vehicles to pass by. We've been checking those cars and those trucks for occupants. We've been shuttling them to our emergency shelter for quite a while now, and we're tagging each of those vehicles with police line tape on the driver's side mirror, so that emergency responders that come upon that vehicle after it's been checked don't have to check it, and they know that it's good to go. But it is extremely difficult for us to get around. Despite our best efforts, we cannot get down certain roads into certain areas. So working with our plow crews and really just a lot of communication and teamwork going into getting emergency personnel down these roads, Our 911 center continues to receive calls. The medical calls, the police calls, the fire calls are continuing to come in, and we have established what we refer to as strike teams throughout the town and the village. Strike teams are led by a high lift, and we have linked up the high lift with police officers, paramedics, and firefighters. So that strike team gets dispatched to the priority emergency calls, allowing us to get into these neighborhoods and down these streets that in some areas have berms of snow that are over 8 feet tall.
Yeah, it certainly takes a small army of crews to make it all work, to clean it all up. It's going to be continuing over the next several days. Chief Pat Fitzgerald with the Orchard Park Police Department. Chief, thanks so much for spending a little time with us here this morning.
Thank you very much.
Chief, thank you. And we can't thank his crews enough.